Here we are. It's a beautiful morning, sun's out, blue sky, we love it. We had a good night's rest. What day is it? I don't know. We're on vacation. What direction are we heading in? I don't know. We're just following the GPS. As you can see, the changing roads. It's awesome riding. We stopped at a few different scenic overlooks and all, but you have to schedule your own trip and do a ride in Ecuador. Ecuador Freedom Bike Rentals. Yeah, there were some tourist kids that didn't want to get out of the road. Dogs everywhere. Watch out for dogs. But they get out of your way, so you don't really have to watch out for them. Now here we are after a long day. We're trying to find the hostel in this village. Very, very steep. And the sides of the roads are covered in moss, so it's very slippery. Found out right away. It's like, whoa, just saved it with all the weight on the bike. Just so happens the hostel was in construction. We didn't know that. There was not even a sign out. Didn't know that. And our GPS says it's right here. Well, it is on the right, but there's no sign. I kept going. Really steep here. Going down the hill, you see the gutter. The grate's missing off the gutter. Oh boy. And we're looking around saying, wow, where the hell is the hostel? And we're tired. We're at high altitudes. It's a beautiful little village. Sheila walked up that hill that is so steep. You can see the camera doesn't do it justice. So you're winded by the time you go up and down that hill. I'm looking on the GPS trying to figure out what's going on. I said, I'm taking a break for a minute. And we'll just look around and see what happens. Gather our thoughts and give it another shot. I noticed the cars and trucks, they don't go up and down the hills, they go along the hills. And they go to the end of the village, up and around, and then back through the village. There's our little ticket there for our reservations, Ecuador Freedom Bike Rentals. But we don't see any signs. This is the girl that runs the place, but her accent was so bad that I guess Sheila couldn't understand her. And she's telling us to go right up there and into the hostel, but it didn't make any sense. And I wasn't listening. So I said, okay, I'm going to go back around, go up through the village again. So here we go. She's getting back on the bike, and we're going to give it another shot. It's a very interesting country. The people are really nice. You can see how it's pretty much, live and let live. We rode through the village, you kind of ride right around people. Here we are asking for directions. And people are willing to give us directions even if they don't really know what they're talking about. But I think they're saying, try up here, there's hostels. English-speaking people up there in the hostels. So there was a political event going on here. Oh yeah, here's another gentleman who said something to, that Sheila said something to, not me, I don't speak any Spanish. And she shows him the little reservation slip and trying to find out where to go. And I think, he's pointing back at the hostels that we rode by already. So that ain't it. That girl there was going to say something, but she didn't. So out here's this political event. I was told the politicians show up, they give you a hat, a soda, and say check the box and sign here, then never come back. And it's funny, because as we rode around, I was kind of really wondering what the heck is going on here. They had a socialist government, and I guess they're deeply in debt with the Chinese, and the Chinese are coming for the resources. They have a lot of resources. So here we are cruising the village, and we're going to head back down the hill again. We're kind of going around the circumference of the village, taking a look, seeing what else is around here. You can see a lot of motorcycles. Man, everybody has a dirt bike or on off-road dual sport. It's the form of transportation. See, there's the hostel signs. Fast food and best food and in English. And so when the guy told me about the hats and the soda, well, I'll be darned. Here come these people, and they got American military baseball caps on. I looked at that and said, what the hell? It's U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force. It's like, what is going on? So I wonder if we're trying to influence the elections here. I think we are. You know, like the Russians did to us. We do it to other countries all the time. So what are these politicians bitching about? It's standard procedure for us, because there's the example right there. All these military baseball caps. It makes me really wonder. So Sheila walked ahead again, and it looks like the political event's breaking up. But there was a lot of people there. Even big trucks parked on the little roads. And we're looking and we're looking. And I'm saying, well, we're over by all these hostels. So I'm going to take a break. I'm going to stop for a minute and see what's going on here. See if someone recognizes us as being from Freedom Bike Rental. It's right there on the bike. So we're kind of just cooling it. And Sheila's asking about seeing what's going on. See the political sign over there, the guy, the picture of the dude. So, you know, we have the candidates that we want to have in controlling these countries. We want what we want. And but good God, what a threat if someone does it to us. What a joke. I used to joke about the Russians are coming in the tank corps. Man, I never thought it would turn to this. Anyway, so she's out looking around. I'm just going to take a break. And this kid that speaks English ends up coming up. He's a tourist. I don't know if he's one of them backpackers I saw up in the mountains that they don't really backpack. They have all the gear, but they take taxis. Because I saw taxis out in the middle of nowhere waiting for people who were hiking or backpacking. So at these high altitudes, people that say they're backpackers and going to walk the Andes, shit, they're taking taxi cabs. But I saw too many of them in the middle of nowhere. So now this guy's trying to give us some directions, but I can't make sense of what he's saying. So here we are. He's explaining something to me, and I'm not sure where he's coming from. At the beginning of the ride in the morning, we almost ran out of gas. So I passed a fuel stop, thinking that there would be another fuel stop. But when you're isolated way up here in the mountains, you better make sure you keep fuel in the tank, because we were dangerously low. And had to actually coast down a mountain. Had to go about 25 clicks before we found a gas station. It was a little, unnerving. But once we got fuel, we were all set and good to go. So he's pointing down the hill. So I think he knows, where we're supposed to go. So it's time. It's fun looking at all the different people. That little pizza shop that's right there, we ended up eating there that night. That was right in front of me. Very friendly, had a lot of laughs, and had an excellent pizza, cooked differently, but it was really excellent, and man, we were hungry. But the whole time we were fighting headaches. So we go down this steep hill again. It's very steep. I wish you can't really tell how steep it really is unless you're there. What you gotta book your trip. In the name of the village, you gotta book your trip. Find out what the name of this village is. I don't know. But here's this gal again. Here she is, and she's pointing in there. It's like, I'll be damned. Okay. So I figured, damn, must be the spot. And I think Sheila said something to me. Drive in there. So she hopped off the bike because there's a bit of loose gravel and stone right there. And you got to get up over the hump, and you can see the construction. And man, it was so nice. We made it. So We're tired now. We had a long day of riding. Different roads, from a fast highway to cobblestone to dirt to back, some real nice back roads. Really fun. Here's the hostel. It's newly built. It's still under construction. Beautiful views. If you can figure out how to stop from getting a headache from the altitudes, that would be great. I had pretty good luck with aspirin and ibuprofen. And here's the view. This is the upstairs under construction, and we called it a night.